What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shaking, guys? How y'all living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers.
All right, man. So we're getting back to real rap. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Not real rap, guys. It's all real rap, you know. But the rap that
Is it?
We're going to do Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse. Name of this song is called Vacancy, but we were trying to find the album, right? Because it said it came out on the 25th of February. But
I guess you know how it is, man. They push release dates back, so I guess the album hasn't come out yet. It looks like so. I guess this is where we're at. So they did put out the song "Vacancy," and I know it's been out since what the 24th. It says here that they released it. We've seen comments scattered. We got a decent amount of DMs on this one. So we just we rock with Crooked I, Royce, Joell,
Crooked,
and of course,
Kxng Crooked.
Kxng Crooked. For the old school Kxng Crooked fans. No longer Crooked I, Kxng Crooked, and Joe Budden, of course.
Yep.
So and we just think they're great, man. Great lyricists. And this is in response to them just not being able to come together and just get back on track with making an album. So it looks like Kxng Crooked and Joell Ortiz said, "Fuck it, we're gonna make an album." And I believe there's been some controversy with them pairing up without Royce and Joe Budden. So apparently they're kind of beefing with each other. So y'all told us to get to this one. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Kxng Crooked and Joell Ortiz, Vacancy.
Mic check 1 2.
Acres on a production, huh?
Real talk.
Beatmakers, crack music.
Hey, let the choir do what it do. Let the church speak to him. Shit, let me speak to him. Get up on the altar, man. Word. I remember we was on the road on one of them tours, like, hold on. We got the #1 album in the country, is so on. They called us Voltron, where did we go wrong? We posted did this music shit for so long, instead it's so long. The house is vacant, yeah, Mouse is making that podcast money, talking foul and flagrant. Right from his couch, I'm hating. Royce Grammy Nod came without debating. The allegories of wild creation. I'm happy.
Joell was hilarious. He said Mouse is making that podcast money, talking foul and flagrant. Right from his couch, I'm hating.
Yeah. Hey, man, look at this motherfucker getting all. I don't like that shit. I'm gonna drop a dime on that.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. I'm liking it so far.
I like it too because he's kind of telling the story, right?
Yeah.
He said we were supposed to do this music shit so long ago. He's all, but instead it's like so long. Like it's done. It's vacancy now. It's done.
And I like the artwork here when it says Vacancy. Because the first album was Welcome to Our House or Welcome to Slaughterhouse. I forgot exactly the name, but the first album had a house and it was Welcome to Our House or something like that. Welcome to Slaughterhouse. In that same house, or at least a house, it now has a vacancy on it, indicating obviously that they're no more. Yeah, let's get back to it.
Shit, let me speak to him. Get up on the altar, man. Word. I remember we was on the road on one of them tours, like, hold on. We got the #1 album in the country, is so on. They called us Voltron, where did we go wrong? We posted did this music shit for so long, instead it's so long. The house is vacant, yeah, Mouse is making that podcast money, talking foul and flagrant. Right from his couch, I'm hating. Royce Grammy Nod came without debating. The allegories of wild creation. I'm happy you got to smell your flowers, baby. And Crook, shit, Crook still out here being Crook. Got every rapper shook, ain't never used a book for a verse or a hook. House slippers, human, Mona Lisa and Monday, hard, Gorilla Glue. Yo, Fred will laugh again one day, damn, where did time go? Slaughterhouse been apart like 9, yo. You ask why though? I wish I had them answers, I don't. Just know that pig shit'll never resume. Emails, phone calls and Zoom, still not enough to get us all in a room. Royce said he ain't doing the 3-man without Joe. But Joe said he retired, so how the hell is supposed to go? I looked in the eyes of Crooked I, said one last time, he said let's go. So this one's for the fans and anyone else who wants to know why the best group ever turned out to be one of the best groups that never got back to his son after the Shady era. Shit, Paul wasn't on his best behavior, and Joe's comments about M left no revival for major endeavors. So the gang dropped the flag, got off the label, back and forth, drawn out, lawyer to lawyer.
He balling up in this.
He's and telling the story.
And telling the story. He had a couple lines in here, man, when he said the best group ever turned out to be the best group that never, right? Got back to the sun after the Shady era. And when he's saying gets back to the sun, they never got to see the light of day again,
Spotlight.
right? The spotlight got back to the sun, but obviously shady, so you don't see the sun when you're in the shade. The shade blocks the sun, so it's a play on words there. But also, man, the Shady era. Like Eminem's imprint is Shady Records.
Yep.
They were all signed to Shady Records under Eminem's imprint. So they essentially never got to see the light of day after whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? Only they know. Only they truly know what happened. Because I see a lot of input from fans and this and that about it's this person's fault. The only people who truly know are the people who are in the group, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. So, and I love the revival line as well. And Joe's comments about M left no revival for major endeavors. So there's wordplay in that, right?
Yep.
Eminem had the album Revival, but Joe's comments about Eminem's revival on that show Everyday Struggle weren't too positive. You know, he wasn't very positive in his thoughts on Eminem's album Revival, rubbed Eminem the wrong way, thought that he was a little extra with it.
It was a rap.
So there was no revival of the group, right? From major endeavors. Eminem was kind of done with everything and pretty much just set the shit on fire and left nothing but he just scorched earth the situation. So that was really, really fucking slick.
It was.
Wordplay and the actual meaning in it, you know? Let's keep it going.
Got back to his son after the Shady era. Shit, Paul wasn't on his best behavior. And Joe's comments about M left no revival for major endeavors. So the gang dropped the flag, got off the label, back and forth, drawn out lawyer to lawyer. But today we're able to say we're free, but we ain't eating at no round table. It's rectangle, me and Crook in a Bojangles. Back to this chicken from rapping incisions, cutting the hardest vocals you can imagine on Vision. Man, this half is just different. I hope the other half will listen, put the business in the back, and get back to business.
See, that's confusing.
A little bit, huh?
So when I got the call, I almost died. Loyalty, I thought that we would see forever. Push come shove, whatever. I guess we were living a lie.
Okay, before we get to Crooked, we're gonna run it back. I think that vocalist sounds like Tank a little bit, the singer Tank. Black Soul, just a little bit. So shout out to him. Couple things I wanted to touch on is he said, man, this half is just different, hard. I hope the other half will listen, put the business in the back, and get back to business. The other half meaning Joe Budden and Royce. But I thought he said it was done before that, right? He said this pig, which is the pig is the symbol of Slaughterhouse, right? He said it was over. It was never going to happen again. Zoom calls and all that shit. It was just done. Emails never got back to him. It's over. But so it seems like he is still hopeful that they potentially could put the business aside and get back to business.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't know. But I really liked how Joel gave them credit for what they've accomplished, though. You know what I'm saying? Like he I think it was in jest. Obviously, he's like, right from his couch, I'm hating.
Yeah.
You know, Joe Budden's talking foul and Fuego on his podcast. Joe Budden says controversial things on his podcast. But I think that was his way of saying he's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And also he gave Royce his flowers for the allegory, which was Royce's album. He said it was a wild creation. Happy for you. You got to smell your flowers, baby. Yeah. But he also said, that Royce said he wasn't going to join Slaughterhouse without Joe Budden. Yeah. And then Joel was like, well, Joe Budden retired, so what the fuck are we supposed to do? Yeah. We still are active and we're trying to get to it. So what you expect for us to do? And we made a name for ourselves, and this is still a great opportunity for us. So I think that's why they're here. We built a name with this thing, and we need to. The life goes on. The show must go on. I think it's how they're taking this.
And he wants to get back to business. You know, he wants to get back to making music with them. So I think this is kind of an olive branch, like maybe extending an olive branch, so to speak. Like, man, can we make this thing work? Can we put the old business in the back? Let's keep that old business in the back, and let's get back to business and making new music and get back together. You know what I'm saying? Could be an olive branch of some sort, you know?
Yeah, but very, very good verse.
Yes,
from Joel Ortiz. I was like I was reading the book, man. I was immersed in the story, man. So he painted the picture very well. And also, man, rest in peace to Fred the Godson. I think that's who he's talking about, Fred the Godson, when he said, Gorilla Glue, yo, Fred will laugh again one day. So rest in peace to Fred the Godson, I believe, who passed away from COVID. All right, man, let's get back to it.
Push come shove, whatever. I guess we were living a lie.
With all you fans passive witness. I have to ask forgiveness. This might be sacrilegious. I don't wanna go back to business. I don't wanna go back to biz. Back to the back and forth. The last deal I brought, that bag was different. Only thing I heard back was crickets. That was my answer. Listen, never did lack persistence. I ain't no mathematician, but I see mad division. Couldn't get past the friction. Was it a bad?
Multi-work with Crooked is just woo-wee.
And he like, man, I don't want to get back to business. No. No. That shit is over with.
Yeah.
He's all, the last deal I did, man, there was no reply back. It was just crickets.
He said, I brought a bag.
Yeah.
I brought y'all a bag and I didn't hear nothing back. It was crickets.
Yeah.
He was like, what did he say? That was my answer, right?
Yeah,
He said, that was my answer. Listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
he's like, dude, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
If I bring you a bag and I don't hear nothing back from you,
Yeah.
that's all I need to know.
Yep.
I don't want to get back to
There is
business.
that is the response.
I don't want to go back to biz, back to the back and forth. The last deal I bought, the bag was different. And y'all still didn't get back to me. But just the
But I ain't no mathematician.
Yeah.
But I can do that math.
But I see mad division though.
Yeah, exactly.
Division amongst
That's
the
hard.
crew.
That's hard.
Mathematician.
That's hard.
But the multi-syllable
Yes.
game in this, I want to really make sure we point that out. The back to business, mathematician, the way he's just dynamic. with
Yes.
How he does it, man.
And one thing I'm always going to love, man, and I have to salute Kxng Crooked for this, man, is like, nah, I don't want to do that. Here's my stance, man. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And I like that he asked for forgiveness from the fans, man, because a lot of people, man, were looking forward to them. I mean, like he said, like Joel said, the best group that never, man. They were a lyrical, they were a Slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying? People looked at them as like an underground lyrical sort of super group, and they had such a great position being associated with Eminem. They had the platform to really get out of here. So I like that he said, I have to ask forgiveness for the fans, man. That was some fuck shit. I don't know how we even got here. Let's keep it going.
I don't wanna go back to biz, back to the back and forth. The last deal I brought, that bag was different. Only thing I heard back was crickets. That was my answer. Listen, never did lack persistence. I ain't no mathematician, but I see mad division. Couldn't get past the friction. Was it a bad decision? Trying to get back to the mission of actually winning in rap again. Cause all of us had the vision, but that was years ago. This is a new date. The fans deserve flowers. This is a bouquet for wishing the group stay together forever and never fall out like hair. At least we balled out like missing a toupee with trips to the UK. Yay. To bonding with the group, I became partial. He didn't start the group, he can't end it. Don't blame Marshall. He didn't start the group, he can't end it. Don't blame Paul. And fans been there from the beginning. Can't blame y'all. Let me take some responsibility. I had that Hennessy feeling me willingly committing penalties mentally. Whenever liquor with enemy, bringing the silliest energy. Innocent, I can't pretend to be. I just don't fuck with the industry. You lied, you stole, and treated me just like an enemy. Now Joel, it's just him and me on our purple tape. Pride made the circle break. Stop letting them fake lies circulate. We too old for that. Plus we family men. We too real, truth for truth. That's the bag we in.
Okay. Love the accountability that Crooked took there, though.
Yeah, I agree, man. He said you can't blame Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Can't blame the fans. You know what I'm saying? Can't blame Paul. You know what I'm saying? So I love that, right? You know what I'm saying? It's I think he's saying that he's got some part in that too. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is to blame. It's us. You know, we got to look to who's in this group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We fucked this up. You know what I mean? But this is where we're at. You know what I'm saying? We're older now. We're men now. You know, I love that verse, man. And
That's a great verse.
And the way he rapped that shit was crazy.
But I can only imagine when he goes into this part here, when he says, let me take responsibility, I had the Hennessy filling me. I can only imagine what that translates to, like him just wilding, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had the Hennessy filling me, willingly committing penalties, mentally whenever liquor with enemies. I can picture him being frustrated with the fact that they're not coming to any type of agreement to kind of get something going. And him just really violating. And that violation, that disrespect, really pushing out any possibility of them coming together, right? So I think that I love the fact that he was, you know, he's basically saying he was wilding at a certain point as well. And I think maybe the industry and certain things, he said, I just don't fuck with the industry. So that industry, the politics shit, you know, he probably got drunk, was on Henny, man, fuck all that, man. Fuck that, the back and forth with the contracts. Great verse, man. Very, very dynamic. All right, man, let's finish it up.
We too real, truth for truth. That's the bag we in. Rap about it.
Never had to question if I was down the ride. Matching battle scars back to back in the field. So when I got the call, I almost died. Loyalty, I thought that we would see forever. Push come shove, whatever. I guess we were living a lie.
Pride made the circle break, man. That's the line of the song to me, man. You know, what did J. Cole say? Pride is the devil. You know, there's a lot of things in this world you can trace back to pride, man. And you know, I can look at my own life as a testimony.
Preach.
Like, yeah, dude,
Preach.
there's a lot of things that could have went a lot better in my life, you know, and I'll probably be a lot better off in certain situations if it wasn't for my pride. So I think that's what stuck to me in this whole song of this whole Vacancy title. I just think if you probably had to give it one word that kind of like sums up what fucked this whole thing up, is probably pride.
I think that's exactly right.
It probably fucked everything up.
You see a group with so much potential, man. These guys were great lyricists in their own right that came together like Voltron, like Joell Ortiz
I love
said.
that. Go ahead.
It's a good line. Yeah, like Joell Ortiz said, like Voltron, right? They were like a super group, super lyrical group. Had the cosign from Eminem, had what seemed to be money behind them, but I don't know their specific situation. So it's just a tough pill to swallow to be like, how? How did that not, how could they not put their pride to the side? How come they just couldn't figure something out? But I'm gonna keep it real, bruh. If the money ain't right and people ain't getting paid whatsoever, because I don't know the business, I'm not gonna act like I know the business. But if the business ain't right, it's just not gonna work.
Hell no.
So I don't know what the reasoning is, but I do think it's something to be said. Like at some point, pride came into the equation.
I can't wait to get into the album, man, you know, because at this point, it's unreleased, right? They haven't released it. So maybe, depending on how this is received, this may not see the light of day. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. So please support these guys, man. Listen to this shit, you know.
Give them a
Watch the
chance,
video.
man.
Yeah, you know.
Give them a chance, man. I think this is I think anyone can kind of appreciate what these guys did. On this track,
man.
It was very, very good storytelling. Very good perspectives, you know, from both of them on this track, man. Shout out to Kxng Crooked Joell Ortiz. That's the end of the video, guys. And also, if anything else comes from the album that's moving, that's hot, you know what I'm saying? Let us know, man. We'd love to get back to something on this album. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas.
We out.